Hello, everyone. So, lately, been working on my consistency, and it's been rough. It's been rough to record and make sure that I'm giving 100% when there's so much like heaviness on my mind. I feel like at times there's just been no words, right? Trying to find the words and just struggling. I've had so many emotions as of late, um, and just trying to sort through all of them. Um, there's been so much death around me, um, and it's something that you can't make sense of. Um, because it's something you don't understand and you can't even begin to, rationalize. And I've noticed that it's made my mood just feel heavy, bogged down, just where I just want to sleep and rest. And I feel like death makes you think of your own life, your own mortality. And it reminds you of how short life can be. In the past few months, even few weeks, I've seen from ages 22 to 92, right? And it's just a reminder that we don't know the amount of time that we have here. And what it's made me think about more and more is, am I living a full life, a complete life, a whole life, a life that I'm proud of? We hear about that phrase, what happens between the dash, right? On your headstone. Another thing that I would say has been troubling me too is kind of the thought of like, well, it all ends the same, whether you get 22 or 92, right? You get ashes or you get a box. And it just made me keep thinking about, what am I doing with my time? Reminders of my own mortality has made me want to love deeper, go bigger, um, live harder, um, hug with more intensity. Um, it's just made me want to do more and to be more. And one of the things that I'm really excited about is that I did restart this YouTube channel. This has definitely been, I would call it a labor of love for some time. And I took I thought it was a break. It turned into like a year's hiatus, and so glad to be back. And even that came with its own emotions of like, okay, it's a lot of effort that comes into this, and it's a lot of transparency, and it's a lot of sharing, and just recording, putting it up here, just like the work that goes into it. And I started to give it up, full transparency. But I felt a tug. I felt a tug of like, you have to do this. I love watching YouTube. I love watching videos. I love listening to people that inspire, that encourage, that lift me up when I'm in some low moments. When also, too, just to know that there's somebody else out there on the planet, whether you know them personally, but just like, oh my gosh, they get me, or I can relate to them, or they relate to me. And that's my story too, or I have a similar story, but I don't know anyone around me that talks like that, or that has like speaks plain right that like that, and just gets me. So I'm grateful for being able to have like a way that I can go and just listen to people, whether it's a podcast or YouTube or some type of like streaming service where I'm just like, okay, yes, this speaks to me. And I kept having this tug of like, well, what if you're that for somebody, right? What if somebody needs to hear the stuff you're talking about? And because there's not another you need to be up here putting this stuff out, and you feel a tug to share this stuff because maybe somebody's listening for you or needs you to speak to what's going on in their life. So it made me again think about too, like, I only have so much time. I've got to use it. I've got to maximize it. I think I guess I would call it re-recognizing it. I always knew that, death existed, but when it, starts hitting closer to home and it's like right in front of your face or people it impacts you differently. It hits differently. And this year has reminded me that you don't know your amount of time. You've been fortunate to get this time. What are you doing with it? Are you making the most of it? Are you using your time? So that's my commitment to myself, my commitment to anybody that's watching. And I don't know if the right word is gratitude for the amazing people that have passed before me, who some of them seemingly had very short times, but made such a beautiful, lasting impact. And then for others that had the 92 that I'll never forget, who did great work as well. So that's what I want to leave y'all with, that reset. Hopefully that challenge, whatever time you got, to use your time, maximize your time, make the best of your time. Blessings.